Welcome to ACM classes, CAT 2025, slot 1 LRDI, puzzle number 4. That is what we're going to do today. Let's start doing the puzzle right away. A train travels from station A to station E, passing through station B, C, and D in that order. So, the first information which we have, let's start straight away, make it. So, there are 5 stations. So, first of all, we have station A, then station B, station C, D, and then we have station E, and the train is moving. It has a seating capacity of 200. A ticket may be booked from any station to any other station ahead on the route, but not to an earlier station. What does it mean? It means that from A you can book the ticket for station B or C or D or E. From B you can book the ticket for either C or D or E, and from C you can book the ticket either for D or for E, and from D you can book the ticket for E station. You cannot book any other combination. From D you cannot book from D to C, D to B, etc. That is not possible. You cannot go in the reverse direction. A ticket from one station to another reserves one seat on every intermediate segment to the route. For example, a ticket from B to E reserves a seat in the intermediate segments B to C, C to D, D to E. That means if somebody is booking the train ticket from A to D, for example, then A to B, B to C, C to D, all that will be taken as reserved for him. The occupancy factor for a segment, that is the total number of seats reserved in the segment as a percentage of the sitting capacity. The sitting capacity has already been given to us, that is 200. The total number of seats reserved for any segment cannot exceed 200. The following information is known. Segment C to D has an occupancy factor of 95%. That means 95%, 95 upon 100 of sitting capacity 200. That means total 190 people are on this segment C to D. That means C to D, if we say at station C there are 190 people in total who were sitting and went till station D. Only segment B to C had a higher occupancy rate. That means at station B there should be more than 190 people who should be into that train. So information number 1 has been used. Information number 2 says that exactly 40 tickets were booked from B to C and 30 tickets were booked from B to E. Now, to make it simple, because from one station you can book multiple tickets, let's make some pointers. From A, you can book the tickets from A to B. You can book the tickets A to C. You can book the tickets from A to D, and you can book the tickets from A to E. Now, same way from B, you can book the tickets till C. You can book the ticket from B to D, and you can book the ticket from B to E. From C, you can book the ticket till D, or you can book the ticket till E, and at D you can book the ticket till E only. So that is the combination we can write, and let's start writing in the information. 40 tickets B to C, so this is 40 B to C. 30 tickets B to E, so this should be 30. This information has been used. Among the seats reserved on segment D to E, so the number of seats we are talking about here, exactly 4/7 were from station before C. That means 4/7 of the people who are traveling during this station, they have taken the tickets either at station A or at station B, and 3/7, the remaining out of 1, 4/7 has taken either at A or at B, and 3/7, the remaining one, they have taken the tickets either at C or at D, and they are traveling till A, all of them. So this information we cannot use right now because we don't have the number that how many are on this segment A to E. The number of tickets booked from A to C was equal this number to that booked from A to E to this number, and it was higher than B to E. B to E, that was 30. So that means these dots should be greater than 30. Used. Now no tickets were booked from A to B, that means this is 0. B to D, that means this is also 0. And D to E, that means this is also 0. This is also used. The number of tickets booked for any segment was a multiple of 10. Now this information gives me an idea that when I said in the information number first 1 that only segment B to C had a higher occupancy factor, that means, and we know that the number of the people who are boarding the train, they are in the multiple of 10. That means after 190 the next multiple is 200. So that means this greater than 190 should be 200. That means 200 people in total were sitting at station B. Now all the information have been used except number 3. But before going to that, we got some more information here. Let's see that what exactly we got. At station B there are 200 people who were in the train. And I know that at station A some of the passengers boarded and others boarded the train at B, which made total 200. At B we know that 40 people took the ticket from B to C, 0 B to D and 30 B to E. That means the total 70 people who boarded the train at station B. So this is the information which we can get from here. Now the next thing which we had, okay, let me just align it a bit. Okay, it's fine now. So 70 people boarded the train. That means at station A there should be 130 people in total who boarded the train and they took the ticket from A to B or A to C or A to D or A to E. So that means 130 people were here. So this information we got from here. Now let's use the information number 3 now. Among the seats reserved on segment D to E, which we have not अभी तक हमने नहीं लिखा, we did not write it yet because we don't know that. Exactly 4/7. Now we know the numbers are multiple of 10 and 4/7, that means 4 upon 7. So whatever number will come from D to E, let's say X, that should be a multiple of 10. That means this X can be either 70 or 140, because that is the numbers which go on the table of 7 and the multiple of 10. That means LCM, a table of LCM of 7 and 10. So either it is 70 or it is 140. Now if it is 70, that means the 40 people have taken the tickets for E segment who were in D to E, and the only 40 people took the tickets. They are total from A and B both together. Now from A to E we know the number has to be greater than 30 who is traveling in this segment. From B to E we know their number is already 30. So 30, and this is greater than 30. This total cannot be 40. That means this 70 is not right. This 140 has to be the number of people who are traveling from D to E, because the next multiple of 70 is 210 and we cannot book the tickets for more than 200. That means this number is 140. Now that make it quite clear that there are total 80 people who have booked the ticket from either A to E, which we know, which we don't know, and from B to E, which we know is 30. I believe this point is quite clear, that if we take 4/7 of 140, that comes out to be 20 into 480, and these 80 people are those people who have the tickets before station C. That means either at A or at B they booked the ticket for E segment till E station. From B to E we know that is 30, so remaining 50 has to be from A to E. So that means this number is 50. And we know the same number of people have booked the tickets from A to C, so that number should be also 50, and this is total 130 in total from station A. 50 plus 0, 50 plus 50, that means these people should be 30. So total 130 count comes to an end. Now let's move further. Now we know the 80 people have taken the tickets from A to E and B to E together, which is 50 plus 30, we just wrote it down. So 3 by 7th, that means 60 people have taken the ticket either from C to E or D to E. Now D to E is 0, that means 60 people have taken ticket from 60 people have taken the ticket from C to E. Now that is also right. So total became 140. Quite clear? Now let's go further. There's one more information which we have not written yet, that is the number of tickets booked from C to D. Now how we'll get this number? Let's understand that. At station A there was 130 people boarded the train. Then 70 boarded the train, it remained 200, it became 200. Now at station C, out of this 200, these 50 people deboarded the train because they were supposed to deboard the train. They have taken the ticket only from A to C. And these 40 people also deboarded the train because they took the ticket from B to C. Now out of 290 people deboarded the train, so the remaining was 110. So out of 200 who were at B, 90 deboarded the train. Now they are only 110. That means in total at station C we should have 80 more people boarded, so the number comes to 190. Now this 80 people who deboarded the train, the 60 took the ticket from C to E, the rest 20 people, they must have taken the ticket from C to D. Quite easy, simple. I believe it was a very simple question, a doable one in the exam. Now the next, let's go back. Now let's go to the questions which we have. The first question we have, what was the occupancy factor of the segment D to E? Now D to E, 140 people are traveling, occupancy factor is 140 upon total sitting capacity 200 in 200. I get the answer 270, that means 70% is my answer, and that is the answer also. So the first question was done. The second question they have, that said how many tickets were booked from station A to E? From A to E, if we check, from A to E we booked total 50 tickets. So that is the number which we have. So 50 tickets were booked from station A to E. So that is the answer. So this is the answer here. The next question which we had, how many tickets were booked from station C? Now from station C the total number was 80. So that also the answer we got. The next question which we have, that what is the difference between the number of tickets booked to station C and number of tickets booked to station D? So till station C we can see 50 and 40 90, and till D 30 and 20 50. So difference of 90 and 50 is 40. That is the answer here. Then another question, how many tickets were booked to travel in exactly one segment? That means A to B or B to C or C to D or D to E. Let's check that out. A to B is 0, B to C is 40, C to D is 60, D to E is 0. That means the total number, it was 60. That is the answer here. Now there's a next puzzle. So this is all for today. I hope you guys understood the puzzle well. And in case of any doubts you have, in case of any query, please write down in the comments so we can help you out in that. And in case you want to join us, you are most welcome to join us for the doubt session or for a particular section or for the complete CAT preparation. We'll be glad to help you in any way, the customized way, the way you would like to. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for watching and stay with us. Thank you.